For me, when it comes to gaming, there's only one console that's always really stuck to my mind and has been the console that's probably shaped my growing up in my early adulthood. One console that I can always go back to, and one console that I consider to be the best console ever, and that is the Sega Saturn. So when it comes to the Saturn, a little while back I had a complete UK PAL collection, and well, this episode is just going to be my entire PAL stuff, everything I've got that's come out in the UK. About a year or so ago, I think the paranoia of disc rot hit me, so I decided to part with about 40% of my collection, but I've still got most of it. And so we get started. I mean, with the Saturn, got these Mark 1 pads, which are fine and all, but they ain't great. Got Mark 2 pads, which are just the best pads going. And then I've got this oddity that I got off my mate buddy Clive when I bought a Saturn off him not too long ago. Yeah, strange thing. Doesn't really work too well either. I've got a Mark 1 console which is modded. It's got the RAM cartridge in it at the moment. I've got 2 fight sticks for the Saturn, and unfortunately the UK ones are rubbish. If only they'd give us the Japanese ones, it would have been much better. I've got me Virtual Cop 1 and 2 with the guns in the box. I've got my multiplayer adapter in the box. Back there I've got well, it's a Mark 2 Saturn box, but it's a Mark 1 Saturn box, which is fully modded to even be region free. Region free, playback up to 50-60 Hz. I've got my RAM cartridge, and I've got my never ever used 3D Saturn pad. I mean, that thing is never ever, well, it's come out of it for me to look at, but it's never actually been touched other than in the factory. What else have I got? I've got a must for the Saturn, and that is the Action Replay. I mean, these things they're just fantastic, they're cool. I mean, they're also another way to play import games if you don't get Saturn modded. I have a Panzer Dragoon 1 disc, and of course Christmas Nights. Now this is fantastic, I love this. Back when this actually came out in the UK, we had to purchase 2 Sega made titles and take the receipts to Dixon's, and in Dixon's, if you handed the receipts in, you got a copy of the Christmas Nights. And so I bought a game, and my ex-brother-in-law bought a game in the same week, but he wasn't interested in this, so I borrowed his receipt, took it down there, and I picked up my Christmas Nights. Unfortunately, like everything, it's not my original. And we've got this stupid cardboard sleeve in the UK. And on to the collection, I have a shed load of games. I hope you've got your cup of coffee, because I know I have. So let's get started with the games. First off, we have Actual Golf. Now this game has lots of fond memories for me. Back in the day, when Retro Duncan lived closer to me, we used to visit him regularly, and we'd have tournaments on certain games. And this one game here, we had a tournament on one day. We played all 18 holes. I think there was 4 of us. It took us something like 7 to 9 hours to finish it, but we did. I come dead last, but we did. That was a good memory. Alien Trilogy. Fantastic game. I even finished it. It's quite weird going back to it now. Now you've got used to D-pads and analogs, and not having analogs, but still a great game to play. Area 51. It's a cool gun game. If you've got a couple of guns, it's not bad. It's fun. It was in the arcade. You know, I like to double gun these sort of games. Athlete Kings. Well, it's not your track and field, but Athlete Kings are fantastic games. I mean, they're great. You bunch of mates, set some records, the love pads. Brilliant game. Baku Baku, cool puzzle game. Basically, you match the animal with the fruit they eat. Comes down sort of like columns, like Tetris style. Yeah, wicked game. It's even a cheat for a story mode that hadn't been translated. Batman Forever, the arcade game. Back in the day when this came out, I remember this came out at the same time as Street Fighter Alpha 2 in the UK. Me and Jason, we bought Street Fighter Alpha 2, and our buddy back in the day, Alex, bought this. He wasn't a happy bunny. He was not a happy bunny. This one's ripped as well. Battle Arena to Shinden, not as good as the PlayStation version. Battle Arena to Shindadura. Better, but not as good as the PlayStation version. Battle Monsters. An awful one-on-one beat 'em up. Bubble Bobble, also featuring Rainbow Islands. Bubble Bobble to me has got to be in my top 3 games forever. I got it on most consoles, and I've sat and played through this game so many times. It's scary, especially me and my buddy Mark when we grew up. Bubble Bobble is it's awesome. You, your friend, or you, your partner, 2-player in front of a telly, a couple of pads on the sofa. Awesome night in. Bug Juice. It was good in the day, but going back to play it ain't that great. But it's not bad. It's finishable. It's serviceable. Bug 2, sequel to Bug. A lot more difficult, but still playable. Buster Move 2, Puzzle Bobble. You don't know Buster Move 2? Then you don't know it. Buster Move 3, the sequel. What I loved about the second one is you could literally like make your own courses, so I tended to put my own initials in. Burning Rangers, it's fun when you set them like burning strangers. Absolutely awesome game. Brilliant game, and there's still nothing else out there like this. I purchased this when it came out and I played it so much. I mean, with this game it's not about just finishing it from start to finishing it. It's each time you play it, the people you have to rescue are randomly generated, and you can even rescue like members of Sega's staff and stuff too. I mean, you get like layouts in the bonus section of all the characters you've rescued through each playthrough. But yeah, I think anyone that's big in Sega is hidden in there somewhere. Bit of a shame when it came to the UK, because you could unlock like some of the other unplayable Burning Rangers. Problem is, when it came to the UK, all they did is they played the main song over it because they didn't bother translating them. Irritating. Clockwork Knight, fun little game. If I remember correctly, they kind of rushed it to get it out, because Clockwork Knight 2 is kind of like the rest of Clockwork Knight 1. They are fun games, they're great games, not too expensive. Well, I think this one's rising up there. But they're not too bad to play. They have some irritating things about them, but what game doesn't? Command and Conquer. The story of this game, it was within like a week of it coming out, I popped over to Ian's. He used to own Playaway. He had Computer World, I think it was called, in Canterbury, and I skived off school just to always see what his games he had. And this one turned up, but it was water damaged the week of release, and so it wasn't this copy, unfortunately. And for £20 I got it, and oh my god, I didn't sleep properly for days. I played this thing to death. It was the first time I ever played Command and Conquer, and I absolutely loved it. Cool Spot. It's not too bad. It's the 7-Up. No, it isn't, or the Sprite logo. 7-Up logo. So right, I suppose. Yeah, Cool Spot goes to Hollywood, so it's like the sequel. A rare game that not many people like, but I personally think is great fun to play, and that is Courier Crisis. I can put this on for half an hour at a time, and even though it's got really awkward controls, I always have fun when I play it. I think it's a good game. Croc, an absolute great game, underrated game, but of course when this came out back in the day, the 3D was just starting to get going, and unfortunately we only got the first one on the Saturn, but I enjoyed what I played of it. Darius Gaiden, oh my god, what an awesome game! What a hard game, but what an awesome game. Every Saturn collector should have this. Who loves shoot 'em ups should have this in their collection. They should also have Darius 2, which, if you thought that one was, the first one was hard, this is crazy hard. Fun to play for about 3 minutes until it starts getting really hard and you just want to tear your pad apart. Game I didn't play much, but I know Retro Dunk loved it back in the day. Dark Savior. Daytona, let's go away. Awesome game. Always had a fun story that they just released. Duncan was so excited when he was coming into his flat back in the day. He jumped up and headbutted the door frame and nearly knocked himself out. That's a good memory that ain't never going to go anywhere. Not bad. The graphics were... the playability of this is spot on, perfect. The graphics, yuck. However, Sega tried to fix that with Daytona USA Championship Circuit Edition. More tracks, better looking graphics, but they fucked up the handling. Irritating. What we need is a combination of the two. A game that I'm so looking forward to finally getting around and playing one day. I've had this for such a long time on the shelf. It desperately needs playing, and that is Deep Fear. It's one of the most sought after Saturn games, and it is great. It's in your super cheesy Resident Evil style game where you kind of go into a submarine and try and figure out what's been going on. Destruction Derby, not bad. Not as good as the PlayStation version, but fun to play. Die Hard Arcade, Dynamite Deku in Japan, sorry. This game is bloody amazing. How English? Oh, bloody golly gosh. I love this game. I remember when it came out, it kind of like knocked me out. My brother-in-law, Jim, picked it up, and I saw him playing. Oh my god! The next day I just had to trade stuff in to get this. This is so good. He also paid £60 for this game at launch. This has got to be the worst version of Doom ever. Avoid it like the plague. A game a lot of RPG fans consider to be the best game on the Saturn, but personally, not my type of thing. But I'm saying that I've only spent a little while playing it. That is Dragon Force. A game that never got a UK PAL release, and it's irritatingly all in French. Dragon Ball Z. It's a PAL game, but there's hardly any English in it. But you need it when you completed the set. A game that I loved. Didn't quite finish it on the Saturn because I had to use a code to finish it in because I got rather stuck. Duke Nukem 3D. Oh, I absolutely love this. I mean, I got this and Hexen back in the day, and what you did is with them two games you unlocked a Death Tank, which was a bonus game, which was great fun to play. A game that I've yet to play and I really need to because I finished the first one on the Xbox Live recently. That's Earthworm Jim 2, and a lot of people say if you're going to play it, play the Saturn version. Exhumed! Power Slave in America. Really good game, fun game to play, but bloody hell does this get hard. And of course, you've got the Saturn pad, and it doesn't work with the 3D analog pad if I remember correctly. The pad was anything that lets going down. There were 3 FIFA Soccers left launched on the Saturn, but I only kept this one, and this is purely because of the little rapper that plays in the menus. It's there, it's in. What a goal! Fantastic! And my cat tries to make an appearance. Yeah, and it's actually good fun to play. Vice's Mega Mix. Oh my god, I was so chuffed with this. I actually thought it was an April Fool in CMVG. I played this to death. I unlocked every single thing, even though it's ridiculously hard. I unlocked even the Daytona car and Janet from Virtua Cop. Great game. Fighting Vipers. Awesome game. They managed to keep the playability of the arcade version, but the background graphics they kind of lost in translation. But great, still fun to play. Get the Japanese version. Pepsi Man. A game I finished, Firestorm Thunderhawk 2. You know, if there's a plane game or a helicopter game on the console, I'll own it. And this one, whilst it got ridiculously hard, I did manage to finish it. Bought in Fantasy World. Look, Fantasy World. Wow, I actually remember talking to the guy that owned that. Great game. Damn it, I cannot remember the other name for this, but in the UK it's called Galactic Attack. Yeah, this is a fun game. Hard, very hard, vertical shooter. Damn it, I was talking about it the other day. I can't remember the PAL version. Can't remember what the Japanese version is called, but it's great fun. Galaxy Fight, a game I did not actually play back in the day until I played it around Tony's, and Saturn version is not bad. It's fun to play. It's okay. Prefer the sequel Wacky Wacky 7, but that's good. Gex Deep Cover Gecko, a really good game, but bloody hard. Golden Axe the Duel, severely underrated game. Great fun to play. Look, Blockbuster Video. This wasn't mine. Ah, awesome. $7.99 from Blockbuster Video and the 14th of the 4th, 98. Don't think it was me, but yeah, underrated game, great. Stupidly expensive, over the £100 mark. Not worth £100, definitely not, but not bad. Guardian Heroes, one of the best games on the Saturn. Actually spent quite a bit of time playing this round Tony's. Sold my original copy to him, if I remember correctly. Fantastic game. Released on Xbox Live. Hang On GP. You want this game to be good, but it's not. It's called Hang On, but it's not really Hang On. Habitus Puputio, which is Payu Payu. Crazy expensive game, but crazy fun. Hexen, first person shooter. The House of the Dead. Yes, I am missing the House of the Dead light gun set, which is one thing I hope to add to my collection someday. Great game, especially as soon as you enable the red blood. Kind of rushed to get out, but near the end of the Saturn's life, yeah, awesome game. Game I didn't even know was out on the Saturn, and I was in the hunt. This is people that eventually turned into IREM, which went over to SNK, which is IREM. And yeah, it's basically a metal slug in submarines. Independence Day, ID4. Completed this game. It's a playing game. It's not very good. Sega International Victory Goal. It's not bad. I can score on it. Not great, but not bad. The Lost World, Jurassic Park. Yes, this is a weird game. Not played it, so I can't really comment on it. KU Flying Squadron 2. This is absolutely amazing game. Once again, it's another one of those that's stupidly, massively, way overpriced these days. But it's so good, so fun to play. The King of Fighters, 95. Yes, back in the day, me and my friend Jason and Alex, we all tried to get this on launch, and like every electronics boutique only got one copy in. Got mine from Canterbury, I think Jason got his from Folkestone, and if I remember correctly, Alex was Ashford, Dover, Ashford, I can't quite remember. But what a game, what a fantastic game when you get the bloody RAM card to work. And as an added bonus, the cheat for the SNK Neo Geo cheat works to make it, like, you know, uncensored. Cool. The only PAL release SNK Sega Saturn game. Last Bronx. Virtual Fighter weapons, and 1,000,000 times harder. Loaded. Crazy mad shooter with gore and everywhere. Not very good. Sega Manx TT Superbike. This is the most bare bones game I've probably played on the Saturn. There's a few courses and they're just variations of that. It's really dull and the handling's not very good. However, you can turn your bike into a sheep. How that makes it more entertaining, I don't know. Ah, yes. Marvel Superheroes actually came out over here, courtesy of Virgin Interactive, who were synonymous with having their games coming out so late. I mean, we're talking about 18 months late. Anything with Virgin Interactive on it was always late. But yeah, you could even pop in the Japanese RAM cart and it would work. Maximum Force. Do you know, when I completed my Saturn version, this is one of the hardest games to find. I finally found it online for £80. And it's awful, it's dreadful. Mega Man X3, another one of the sought after Saturn games. But it's not very good. I want X4, but that only come out in America for the Saturn. Oh, waiting for Mortal Kombat was a nightmare on the Saturn. Because of the delay, they decided to release Mortal Kombat 2, and it's got to be one of the worst versions ever. There's no speech. It's just a super piss poor conversion. Mortal Kombat Trilogy, another sought after Saturn game. Really good game. Between this and the PlayStation versions, they've both got their plus and their minuses. Don't have the PlayStation version, got to get it. So yeah, but it is worth it if you can track it down. If you find it for a decent price, sub like 150, sub 200, whatever it is now, it's worth going. Fucking awful game. The last game I needed to complete my collection, Mr. Bones. I just don't like it. It's crap. Mystaria. Yeah, I bought this off Tony, and I think if I remember correctly, this was the version I completed because I borrowed it off Duncan back in the day, and Duncan sold it to Tony, and Tony sold it to me. One of the first RPGs. No, I said the first RPG I ever completed. NBA Jam Extreme. It's NBA Jam. NBA Jam Tournament Edition. It's NBA Jam with more tournaments. The Need for Speed. Not as good as the 3DO version, but still great fun to play on the Saturn. Night Warriors. Oh, this game was another one of those games that was 300 years late. And when it actually came out in the UK, I mean, that's my manual. And what you have to do is just look. I mean, when it came out, most discs wouldn't read because they would bend because there's so much paper in the manual, and a lot of people would be trying to send them back. Nights into Dreams. This game was amazing, breath of fresh air. Ah, I loved this from start to finish. Great games. Never finished it properly though, but I will on the Xbox. One of my favourite games, Pandemonium! This is an awesome game. I love it. 2D with 3D backgrounds. Actually has transparencies to prove the Saturn can do them. Great fun in the day. Didn't finish it, but I got quite far into it. The start of an awesome trilogy that's exclusive to the Sega Saturn, well, the PC as well now. Number 1 and 2 again, PC remake. Panzer Dragoon Saga. One thing I remember about this game is when it came out on the Friday, Tesco's, Dixon's had it on the Tuesday before. Well happy, so I went and purchased that. The even better and my favourite in the series sequel, Panzer Dragoon Zwei. Panzer Dragoon Saga, not cheap. Great game, kind of weird though, because when you do actually properly finish it, you can't really do nothing, you just stay there. Parodius. Never knew what this was. Retro Dunk went on about it quite a while, and he was just kind of like, you know, oh, go get it. And when I saw it, I thought, wow, that so looks like Gradius. Of course it is Gradius. It's quite funny how I actually first saw the Saturn, because my first daughter had not long been born, and I was out of gaming consoles for a while. I went on Dunks one day, and he was playing Virtua Fighter on the Saturn. I'd never seen one before, and I was like, wow, that's real. I need to get one. Following week I did. Photo CD operating system, not quite a game, but yeah. I even had I had like the video CD card for it a while back, but I sold it on because I'm never going to use it. Primal Rage. Meh, awful. Quake. Not bad, not bad. Rampage World Tour. Brilliant game, great fun. Rayman. Didn't play it when it came out back in the day, but I think I watched my friend Peter Baker play for it. Resident Evil. Oh, can't remember going out when I finally picked my version of Resident Evil up. It's been announced for so long. When it finally came out, I went over and picked this up the same day my mate Peter Baker bought his Saturn. Loved every moment playing through that. Resurrection, Rise 2, sequel to Rise of the Robots. No! Road Rash, not bad. Not as good as the 3DO version, but good. Ish. Buy it, make your own mind up. These are my opinions. Oh my god, did I lose so much time to this game. Played through the story mode, Saturn Bombman, played through the story mode. 2 players with an X, it's so good from start to finish. It was so superly powered up by the time we got last boss, we just wiped the floor with him. Absolute great game. Never got around to doing the 10 player mode like I wanted to, but such a good game. Sega Ages Volume 1, which of course is the only volume we ever got. Afterburner 2, Space Harrier Outline, all on one disc. Unfortunately they all got released separately in Japan, and there was extras in Japan that we didn't get over here, like the 60 Hz mode, 60 frames per second mode. Sega Rally. This game, when this came out, that's all I played. It only has 4 tracks, but it's all I played for months on end, and it was so good. Sega Touring Cars. I was really excited to get this, and when I got it, it came with a free cool pad, and I returned it because I wasn't wasting £50 on this chunk. Unfortunately I lost the cool pad as well, but why? You ruined it. More time, more care. It was quite fun in the arcade. This game, Sega World Wide Soccer 97, and its sequel, Sega World Wide Soccer 98. I love these games. They are great Sega games. I spent so much time playing these back in the day. How many more times can I say back in the day in this episode? No one knows. We'll see. Count if you want to. And if you get an answer, put it in the comments down below. But yeah, this is great fun, really playable as well, both of them. Shinobi X, oh, such a good game. I never got this back in the day, keep them count guys, but Jason did, and I watched him play it, and he even let me borrow it when he got super stuck. And I got stuck at the same place. But oh, great fun, I will go back to that. Shining Force 3, oh wow, I love this game. Played through this game, second RPG I ever played. Finished it, done all the story, so chuffed, and then they cancelled parts 2 and 3. It's cool there's a fan translation out there now. That's on the to get list. Shining the Holy Ark. Never played it, it's first person one. Saw it around Retro Dunks. Shining Wisdom. It's an RPG, never played it. SimCity 2000, played this just to put the statue of Sonic in the middle of my city. Sky Target, a really underrated Saturn playing game, kind of like Afterburner. It's real fun, but of course stupidly expensive these days. But if you can get yourself even a disc-only copy for about £10, it's a good entertainment, good game. Sonic 3D, Flicky's Island, also known as Sonic Blast elsewhere. Played through this, I actually completed this. I brought back in there, borrowed my brother-in-law's version, and yeah, I actually finished it. And I kind of liked it, but as I say, 3D isometric view, kind of play it. It's life for me now. Sonic Jam. I remember back in the day, I phoned up Sega Saturn magazine. I used to speak to Richard Ledbetter quite regularly, and when they used to do E3 and stuff like that, we'd be on the phone for hours. And before we'd begin a paper, this is pre-internet times, guys. And he was so excited. He was saying, like, yeah, there's 3D world with what's coming out, and then it's a compilation. And, oh my god, I couldn't wait. And I saw the pictures like about 6 weeks later in a mag that came out. And yeah, when I played it, I wasn't disappointed, but you could kind of see how a game could not really work on the Saturn. But it's not bad. I mean, it's a very good compilation. Sonic R. Now, I love this game, but it's so difficult to play. The control is so touchy, even with the analog stick. But I never unlocked all the characters, but I did manage to finish the course many times. Soviet Strike. Got stuck really quickly on this game. I mean really quickly, like the second or third mission. Stuck, frustrated, never went back. Steep Slope Sliders. A game I always wanted to play. I bought it and I played it for about 2 minutes. All the like PlayStation owners had cool birds and stuff like that, and everyone said to me how good this game was. I remember seeing it back in the charity shop for like a 25, but never bought it. But now I have it, and if I ever feel like it, I can pop it on and play it. Story of Thor 2. I remember watching Duncan play through this, and the old cheat equipment where you could have 2 players on screen at once. Yeah, I don't think he finished it, but it's not a bad game. Now, a game that I do personally absolutely love, but a lot of people don't. This is one of my guilty pleasures. And that is Street Fighter the movie. I know, but I just do. It doesn't play too great. It does play okay. You can pick Kylie Minogue and Guile and Agent May from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah. Street Fighter Alpha. Awesome game, and with unlockable characters with cheats to get it about. It was so cool when this came out, and this actually came out, it wasn't too late, this was literally like a couple of months late. However, when this one came out, this was another one that was like a year or so, like Alpha 2. Oh, what a great version, and I spent so much time playing this game. I lost hours, nights of sleep, just constantly playing this back in the day. I'd go back, me and Jason would play it, 2 players, play it with even Buddy Stewart. And my personal favourite game to own on the Saturn, which is actually a compilation, and that is the Street Fighter Collection. Definitely getting up there in price now, but it has like a Super Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and it's got Street Fighter Alpha 2 Dash. This, I couldn't afford it back in the day, so I never actually got it, but when I did get the second Saturn for like the second or third time, and I picked this up, I played this religiously. And even Super Turbo, me and one of the exes play this constantly. Really, it's up there in price, but a really good collection to have, and they're all really good games. game to play with your girlfriend. Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo! Yeah, this is an awesome game. I have a memory of this, of going around Retro Dunks one weekend back in the day, and we'd pick a game, we'd play it all night, and we played when it stayed on, and I lasted all night. I didn't get beat once. Swag man, it's crap, expensive and crap. Tempest 2000, really crap box. Not a bad game, it's okay, it's actually quite fun to play. Tetris Plus, it's Tetris. Theme Park. This is one of the X's favourite games. I lost being able to play my Saturn for weeks because of this game. Tomb Raider, never finished it, but absolutely loved it. I remember picking up on the day of release, but got stuck really quick. Finished it later on though. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, great game. I always remember I found the bugs in it though, and I reported it to, it wasn't Virgin Interactive, was it? I can't remember, Midway. I said, yes, we'll fix them and we'll send replacement discs out there. Everyone's sort of telling everyone. We never got them. But a really good version. Just don't do Scorpion's Pit Fatality in the fiery level. Valori Valley Golf. When I play golf when there's earthquakes going on, enjoy. Virtual Cop 1. Freaking amazing. Virtual Cop 2. Even better. Like up there with the gun selections, gun sets. And they do actually have the games in them in the single disc as well. Virtua Fighter 1, the game I thought had real graphics. Real life graphics when I first saw it around Retro Ducks. However, Virtua Fighter 2, when I saw these graphics, wow. I never played these games for like 20 minutes or so at a time. I never bought these ones at launch, so I mean Virtua Fighter 1 was a packing game, so we got that. But Virtua Fighter 2, yeah, played this loads. Sarah's my favourite character. Even good guys blew it. Better run home to mama now. And I absolutely loved it when they put her in Dead or Alive 5. Of course, she's not in 6. Virtua Fighter Kids. It's chibi Virtua Fighter characters. Virtua Racing. Oh, I love this game. Not as good as the 32X version, but I love Virtua Racing games. Virtua On. Yes, because of some nagging from Tony, I finally got around to playing it. But I'm not very good at them, but I enjoyed what I played. Ring Arms. Stayed up all night, watched my brother-in-law play through this, and my god was it a long night. Winter Heat, the sequel to Athlete Kings. Not better than Athlete Kings, not worse than Athlete Kings. They're just one amazing good game. If you get the first one, get this one. They're both absolutely brilliant games. Wipeout, you know, one game you never thought we'd see because of the prodigy and it being on PlayStation first, but hey, R.I.P. Keith Flint, we miss you, man. Yeah, and it's a really good version of that. Shame we couldn't have our own music though. Wipeout 2097. World League Soccer 98. Meh. World Series Baseball. World Series Baseball 2. Do you know what? I actually played them on the demo disc more than I ever played these games. This game. Me, Jason, Peter Ingalls and Peter Baker played this one day. It must have been for 14 hours straight. Worms. What a great game. Thing is, we all got so good at it that we learned how to box ourselves in. And so the last couple of like shots of the round will go on forever. WrestleMania, the arcade game. Never played it, but it's got Bam Bam Bigelow, The Undertaker, Bret Hitman Hart, Shawn Michaels, Lex Luger, Barcelona, I'm doing well, aren't I? Yokozuna, Razor Ramon, and Doink. WWF, In Your House, There Goes the Neighbourhood, another game I haven't played. We have Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Ahmed Johnson, Vader, Goldust, Ultimate Warrior, Owen Hart, Bret Hitman Hart, British Bulldog, Undertaker, and Shawn Michaels. Virtua Fighter, with better graphics and CG portrait stuff, Virtua Fighter Remix. And my last PAL Sega Saturn game was freaking awesome, but at the same time was freaking like 2 years late when it came out over here. But did me and Jason play this to death? X-Men. I actually completed this with every single character. And with my video recorder, I filmed their endings with my buddy Alex. And it was so hard. What you do is when you got stuck, you do the cheat for Akuma, just jump in the air and do the fireballs. But of course, when you got around to the last boss, Magneto, you had to use that character to get the ending. Yeah, I love this machine. I really do love this machine. Even my page had the Saturn, and she loved it as well. Has so many great memories and has more nostalgia. Even though I was in like about 18, 19 when it came out, has so much nostalgia and happy memories related to this machine. Because I mean, it was the first machine I really had, excluding the Saturn, excluding the Spectrum, that I had quite a quantity of games for. But anyway, guys, what is your favourite console? What brings you back? What holds nostalgia and brings back the great memories for you? For me, it's definitely the Sega Saturn, beyond a shadow of a doubt, and for me, will always be my favourite console. But yeah, anyway, guys, take care, and I'll be back with one of these videos next week. What will it be? We shall see. Probably my Saturn import collection. Take care.